Hi, friends. Welcome back to your practice. I am Katie Arnold, and today we are doing our gentle yoga for peace. So we are going to create and cultivate peace within our mind, body, soul, and spirit through the practice on our yoga mats. Now, you don't need any props for this class, so go ahead, roll out your mat, and I will meet you there. All right, so for this class, we will get started lying down on our backs. So just lie all the way down, feet are planted, and start to walk those feet out nice and wide, so about as wide as the mat, and allow the knees to knock in towards one another. Let those arms rest down gently beside the body. Palms can face up if you're looking to receive, or palms can face down if you find this need to ground. You need to have a little bit more stability. And just allow the breath to flow naturally. Through this practice today, we're not trying to cultivate any sort of specific breath. So we're not going to build our Ujjayi breath. We're just going to let our breath flow really easily. And then as we get into some postures with a little bit more of an active stretch, we'll just use that breath to allow ourselves to go a little bit deeper. We don't need to build any sort of warming breath here. At any point you find that you need to release some tension or some extra energy within the body, go ahead and take some cleansing breaths out of an open mouth. Just a few more breaths here to come into our practice. And start to walk those feet in. Bring both knees into the chest. Just start to take some circles with those knees. So getting a nice massage to that lower back. And switching directions. So just taking those knee circles in the other direction than you did before. Letting those knees come back through center, arms out to a T. Nice big breath in. And exhale, let your knees drop over to the left. Bringing that left hand to the knees can help guide them down towards the earth. Maybe taking that gaze over that right shoulder, letting that right shoulder soften. Taking this opposite gaze doesn't feel good in the neck today, then just keep your gaze up towards the ceiling. Bringing those knees back in through center and dropping them over to the other side. Okay, once again, softening that left shoulder down, letting that right hand guide the knees down towards the earth. Taking that gaze wherever feels best in your neck today. And coming back in through center. You have a couple options here. You can rock and roll up and down along the length of the spine. So massaging out that whole spine and using that as a way just to come up to seated, or you can roll over onto one side and press yourself up. Then go ahead and cross those ankles, coming into our tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And inhale, drop that belly, lift the gaze, cow pose. And exhale, belly button to spine. Chin comes to chest for cat. So moving through cat and cow, and I want to offer up any other variations. So letting this cat and cow be what your body needs today. So if that's just traditional, keep it going. You might invite in a gaze over one shoulder in that cow. And then your next time through cow, taking it over the other. You can invite in some barrel rolls. So taking the hips over to one side, dropping that belly down. And as you start to take it over to the other, rounding that spine. So it's like you're a spoon cleaning out a peanut butter jar. So you get a little bit of that cat and cow action. The belly drops as you go one way. Push the hips back. And as you round the other, arching that spine. So then taking it back in the opposite direction. I want to leave this class feeling pretty balanced. And letting this movement connect with your natural breath. So we're not trying to rush through anything here. Take 2 more rounds. Whatever feels good to you. And then coming back through to our neutral tabletop, keep that left hand planted. Inhale, reach that right arm up and open. And on your exhale, start to slide that right arm underneath the left. That right shoulder comes down onto the earth. That right ear comes down. Hips stay elevated. You'll notice my hips are still right over my knees. That left hand can stay right in front of your face. You can walk it forward towards the top of your mat, or you can take a gentle half bind, wrapping it behind that low back. Whatever feels good to you. You did move that left hand. First, bring it back down in front of your face. Press into the palm. Inhale, sweep that right arm back up and open. And exhale back down through tabletop. This time, keeping that right hand planted. Inhale, left arm reaches. And exhale, thread the needle. Let the left arm come underneath the right. Left shoulder, left ear come down. Same options with that right hand as you had on the other side. Then settle in for about 5 rounds of breath. Bringing that right hand back down in front of the face. Press into the palm. Inhale, left arm reaches high. And exhale back through tabletop. Bringing those big toes to touch, knees out wide, sink your seat down towards your heels, and finding a child's pose. So softening that heart, letting that forehead come down onto the mat. Arms can reach forward, palms pressing into the mat. Noticing a little bit more peace and quiet. Inhale, coming back up through your neutral tabletop position. And we're just going to take that right foot, step it forward on the outside of that right hand. That left knee stays down to the mat, coming into our lizard lunge. So you can stay on both hands, or you can come down onto your forearms, whatever feels better in your body. If you did come down onto those forearms, you can stay there, but wherever you are, we're going to take that right hand and just gently bring it on the inside of that right thigh, and ever so gently kind of press into that inner thigh and open up the hips a little bit more. So you'll notice I'm not pushing that knee out very far at all, just taking it a little bit further. We're here for another 3 breaths. Gently bringing both palms back down to the mat. Step it back to that neutral tabletop position. And then we'll take it over to the other side. So that left foot comes on the outside of that left hand. Finding your lizard lunge. Breathing into the openings. We carry a lot of stress and tension in our hips. So if you notice a lot coming up here, please know that you're not alone. And then this is one of those great places where you can use that breath to release and create a little bit more space. And now taking that left hand, bringing it on the inside of that left thigh, and just ever so gently pushing it away. Placing that left hand back down to the mat. Come back to your neutral tabletop and go ahead and lower down onto your belly. Once you get there, slide those palms forward, bringing the shoulders or bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Start to lift that chest, bringing that heart forward. Think about pushing that heart through the chest, pulling those shoulders back. Spine is neutral. tops of your toes pressing down into the mat. And start to lower that chest down, stacking your hands, letting your forehead stack on, or letting your forehead rest down on those stacked hands. Legs are long. You might gently kind of wiggle those hips, releasing any tension in the low back. And see if you can just find a few moments in stillness. And we're going to start to just flip over onto our backs. So, like you're a pancake, just flipping yourself over. And then keeping that left leg extended, hug that right knee into the chest, grabbing onto the right shin, flexing those left toes back towards your face, really pulling that right knee into your chest. Gently release that right foot, sending that right leg long, and this time hugging that left knee into the chest. Flex those right toes back towards your face. Clasp around that left shin, pulling that left knee in. Gently extend that left leg long. Get out any of those wiggles. So wiggling the hips side to side a little bit. And then just releasing the entire body into our final resting pose of Shavasana. Let those palms face up towards the sky. Physical act of showing the universe that you are ready to receive more peace, more moments of calm, clarity, serenity. Start to slowly reawaken the physical body. Taking any movements that feel good. Making your way up to an easy seat. Letting those hands rest down on the knees. Taking a few final moments in just a seated meditation. Start to sweep those arms up towards the sky, gathering all the peace that we've created. Palms touch overhead, pull it down through heart center. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you feel more peaceful, more calm. Om Shanti, Shanti Om. Peace. I will see you all next time. Bye.
Hi friends, I'm just popping back in here real quick to ask you to please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, like this video, comment below, and if there's something specific that you want to see, let me know that as well. Go find me on Instagram at I am Katie Arnold, and I would love to bring a class just for you.